I turned one of the greatest animes of all time, Dragon Ball Z, into an immersive and empowering virtual reality game. I added shooting ki blasts, charging ki, different planets, going Super Saiyan, the Kamehameha, and more. This wasn't an easy task though. It made me almost delete my channel. The first step I took was adding a map of Namek, an alien planet with blue grass and green skies. Then I added VR support and admired the beauty, until I fell off the map. Then I made the player's speed to be fast like Goku's, and oh, this ship is cool. Next, I added jumping, which felt insane. You literally feel like you're jumping up a mountain. Next, I found a model of Goku for the player and also found this monstrosity. Anyways, I added him into a website called Mixamo to give him bones, and his fingers got all deformed. That'll be a problem for future Drastic. So I added him in and started connecting his body with the movements of the controllers and headset. But when he walked, his legs would not touch the floor for some reason. And I can't do a Queso VR where I put a player on a wheelchair because of a leg glitch. So I kept trying to fix it and...
Hey, it's me, Goku!
After an hour, I finally got his walk working. Then I took another half hour to get the hand synced up, but his fingers are still deformed. By this point, my brain is fried, so I went outside to touch some grass. I came back to fix his fingers, but somehow I made it even worse. After a while, I got it looking good. Next, I added flying, which didn't work, of course, and instead floated me up to the stratosphere. Then I got it working, and it was awesome. It was getting late by now, so I hit the hay and dreamt I was Goku. Now that it's the next day, it's time to add shooting ki. First, I made a shooting sound play whenever you push your hand forward while holding trigger. This emulates how they shoot ki in the show. Then I made the orb effect for the ki blast. Then I made it spawn from your hand, but for some reason, it was shooting from the complete opposite direction. After some work, this is what I was left with. Then I found out if you move while shooting, it shoots a beam of ki blasts. Super fun stuff. I spent like half an hour just shooting ki blasts. Next, I made an explosion effect. It spawns whenever the blast lands on something. Next, I tried adding instant transmission, Goku's teleportation power. But after half an hour, I gave up on it because it was buggy. Time to make large ki blasts. First, I made it charge in your hand when you hold down trigger. Then once you release trigger, it fires. But of course, it has to be glitchy first. Now, after all those hours of work, it's finally time to hit the hay. Now it's time to add enemies to shoot. I found a Saibamen model online and added him into Mixamo to give him animations.
What the dog doing?
Then I imported all that into Unity. The textures came out weird, but that's okay. And when I started the game, bro just started walking in circles. Next, I gave him the same AI I gave to my enemies in my Mario VR game. Go watch that after this. After a bit, I got it working and oh god, he's chasing me! Next, I added a punching animation. Aw, that's so cute. Then I tried adding a death animation, which made the Saibaman glitch like crazy.
Hell no, man. What the...
Then I got their deaths to work. I also gave them the ability to shoot ki blasts at you. Then I tried making a spawner for them, like a mob spawner in Minecraft, and... Next, I worked on the maps you can travel to, like the city map, but for some reason I'm huge. A forest map with a bear that can infinitely grow when he eats ki. Kami's house with Master Roshi, a working TV, and a Wingull flying around. Back to the city, and... So I shrunk the thug down and... Next, I made a Frieza Boss fight. So I got his animations and put him on the moon. A mouthful of work later, and I got the boss working. After that, I made the title screen and a space pod to be able to travel to all the locations. Now it's time for the Kamehameha. First, I took the Ki Blast effect and made it blue. Then I made it so once you hold both grips to your right side, it starts charging. Then once charged, you release it and it shoots out.
Bruh.
Well, of course it wouldn't work first try. After an hour of grinding, I was able to get it to work. It feels so cool to be able to do this, but I wanted it to be bigger. Next is adding Super Saiyan. The way you transform is by charging your ki until Goku starts screaming. Then once he transforms, you get the Super Saiyan aura. Then when you do a Kamehameha while Super Saiyan, this happens. Last step is to add all 7 Dragon Balls and summoning Shenron, the dragon that grants any wish. So I made a HUD to show how many you've collected and scattered them all across the world. Once you've collected all 7, you get teleported to Shenron to make a wish. And when you've wished for all the wishes and summoned Shenron...
This is a secret ending. This is all endings. We did it. We beat it. What's gonna happen?
Last but not least, I added a tutorial and then enjoyed the fruits of my labor and became Goku. Send this video to 5 of your friends because if this video does good enough, I'll consider adding multiplayer, more enemies, and more moves. Let me know in the comments what I should add next. If you want to play this for yourself, then the link is in the description. That's all for now. Shout out to my channel members and stay tuned for any updates on my Discord. Peace!